Hello and welcome back to Katie's Business Tips. In this business video, we are going to talk about when should you incorporate a business. So very important that you understand if you're a sole proprietorship and you want to incorporate, you need to know when do you incorporate that business. Well, one of the first things you're going to look at is when there is liability that could harm you. Because as a sole proprietorship or a small business sole proprietorship, you and the business are one and the same. So you're taking that liability. By setting up a corporation, you can put a layer in between yourself and the liability, help protect you from that liability. Second is when you have another main source of income and your sole proprietorship is making a profit. Because if you have a job making $100,000 and then your sole proprietorship is making another $10,000, that $10,000 you're paying a very high tax rate on. You may want to put that inside of your corporation, that $10,000 profit, and pay a much lower tax rate, probably about 1/3 of the cost in tax. Okay. Another one is when you are making more money from your sole proprietorship or your business that you're running right now than needed for your closed circle. A closed circle is your obligations, your necessities, your wants, how much you pay yourself out of your business on a monthly basis. When you're making more than you need for all that, it might be time to incorporate, because why are you paying all that tax on that income when you could leave it inside the corporation at a much lower tax rate? It gives you a lot of flexibility in tax planning. Once you start making profits in a small business, it's good to incorporate. Okay? Now, of course, you need to talk to a professional. We'll talk about that later. Also, when you want to partner with someone or multiple people, it's time to incorporate, because sole proprietors can't do that. And partnerships are not very well run if they're not incorporated. There's a lot of disadvantages to them. So normally you want to incorporate to make that happen. Okay, very important. Also, when you want to raise money, if you want to raise money, you need to incorporate, most likely to sell the equity to make sure you got shareholders coming in and putting money into the company. You can't do that as a sole proprietorship. And last, when you want the business to carry on beyond you, it's time to incorporate. When you want to leave that legacy, because a sole proprietorship, when you are done, it's done. Whereas a corporation, you may be able to leave it to someone, have another CEO come in, take it over, leave a legacy, build the corporation, build a business that's bigger than you. That's it for this video. Thanks for being a part of Katie's Business Tips. We'll see you in the next video.